It's showtime.
BS and Beer Media, in association with STWF-TV, the Podcasting Network.
Introducing the best in the world! Ooh, yeah!
What's going on, everybody? Welcome in. Best in the world. Hashtag BITW. I'm Dale. With me, as always, my partner, Trell from Sports For You. What's going on, man?
Oh, what's going on? Just surviving technology and these wildfires, you know?
Yes, man. Yes. I'm glad to see that you're okay out there, man, dealing with all of that. I guess the air quality must suck out there, though, right?
Oh, yeah, I'm double masked up every day now.
Yeah. Yeah, that sucks, man. So hopefully they get that all contained and make that a thing of the past. But glad to see you, bro. I'm glad you're with us. So
Yep.
you had an eventful few days there, though, out there in the LA area. Ain't all bad out there.
Kicked off the week pretty good.
Yeah, you got to witness some good wrestling there, and we're gonna get into that. But real quick, man, let's make quick mention of Kenny Omega returning. He wrestled in New Japan first, and then he showed up on Dynamite. What did you hear about the stuff that happened in New Japan there with the AEW wrestlers?
I didn't see the entire pay-per-view. I saw, I thought it was going to be within the time limit, but I didn't know it was going to be that long. So the AEW wrestlers, they represented the company well. Brody King was there, Claudio, and Mercedes and Mina. They put on a great championship match. So now Mercedes is 4-belt champ now. So it's now she's a belt collector. You know, hey, I can't knock her. She did her thing over there in Japan.
Yeah, I think we saw that coming when she showed up in AEW, and then showed up in in Mexico, and then showed up in Japan. I'm like, oh, okay, she's gonna be a belt collector. Okay.
Yeah. Which I guess, man, like whatever to get her accolades going, I guess. You know, everyone wants to be Kenny Omega.
Yeah, but it's probably good for AEW in a sense of you're doing well with these relationships you built, because you still get the Japan people coming over there, and guys from the indies and all that kind of stuff. But if you can Bakengo, all those kind of things, man, you build a good relationship with those guys, they'll probably end up in the company one day. So
straight to catering.
Yeah, well, that's another thing. That's another thing. But hey, at least you still get them.
Yeah, well.
So yeah, good to see that stuff. I'm gonna have to go check out this Mina and Mercedes match.
I'm surprised you haven't seen it because you love you some Mina. So I'm surprised you didn't even check it out.
I do. Yeah, it just it's hard for me to watch things live because there's so many other things going on, right? Got so many interests,
Yeah.
So that's what it is. So, all right, let's talk about the big deal. WWE coming to the Los Angeles area. Not only WWE coming there, the great one himself showed up to kick things off. I mean, but not only that with Raw. I mean, that is the main event here. But let's talk about NXT and the great one showing up in NXT. I mean, it makes sense because his daughter is the GM there, so it makes sense for him to show up there. But first, let's talk about the venue NXT, the way it looked on TV looked great. The place that they chose with the higher level and everything like that, it looked great on TV. How was it in person?
Yeah, the higher level was pretty much the stand in only area. There was no seats up there. We it was a nice little small little venue. Um, it looks like a little house show type of venue, but that's how usually NXT rolls. Anyway, these little small intimate
Yeah.
setting venues. So it was good. It was like floor seats. There was no bleachers. It was all like regular chairs.
Okay.
So like the tickets I bought, we was right there. We was probably like maybe a couple rows to the side, but other than that, we had a good view. And me being tall, I was definitely able to get like some good camera shots. So
Yeah. Yeah.
but it was a great event. It was good. I loved it.
That's awesome. How did the atmosphere feel in the building? Was it sort of like that indie kind of feel? Because like my first NXT show, it was a small space here in Little Rock.
Yeah,
Maybe 500-600 people most in the venue that they got in there. But we were all out there pretty early, standing in line. It had like that great indie kind of
yeah,
feel to it. Did you get that
yeah.
same feeling?
Yep.
Okay.
And the NXT fans is different from regular
Yes.
WWE
Yes.
fans. And NXT fans is basically actual fans of wrestling. So
Yes.
it was a hot crowd to
Yes.
say the least. So it
That's
wasn't
good.
a dull moment, that's for sure.
That's great. That's great, man. And just like they pointed out on the show, these are definitely like the next great ones because I remember my first NXT event. I saw Bianca Belair. I saw the Street Profits. You know what
Mm,
I'm saying?
yeah,
I saw Alexa Bliss. Like these people are mage now, and yeah, they're absolutely right, man. So um that's always you're gonna go back and look back at it and think about that too. So
yeah,
let's get into the event here, man. New Year's Evil definitely started off where we're making new things happen. And Julia defeated Roxanne Perez to win the NXT World Women's Championship there.
yeah. It was when her music hit, we was like, oh, they're kicking it off hot. 'Cause- So because there was no match card ordered. We didn't know who was first,
Yeah.
and honestly, since we're not watching it from TV, we didn't know what matches they were saying was up next. So when her hit, I'm like, oh, we got the gate, and her
Mhm.
interest was incredible. Roxanne Perez's interest was awesome. We had some Let's Go Roxy, Julia chance. So the playing field was even. The girls, they put on a great match. Roxanne is on her way to the main roster. He is main roster bound sooner rather than later, and
Yes, I agree.
her official arrival will probably be at the Women's Royal Rumble in a couple of
Yes,
weeks.
yes, I totally agree with that. Definitely see that coming. Um, oh, another question about the show.
Mm.
Did Corey Graves get an intro?
Yes.
Okay. Did he get a big pop or what was it?
Yeah, he got like the usual, Corey Graves pop. Not
Okay.
not not too big, not like that, but it was
Booker
good
T
seeing.
was
I
the
wasn't expecting to see him there, so I'm guessing he's moved it back to NXT.
I don't know if it's a permanent thing. I just think it was, the fact that it's in LA and that they were on the road and they were
Mm,
already there. So, might as well have Corey come in, make it a
yeah,
bigger show.
yeah. Booker
I
T got a
figured I
big
figured
pop.
Booker T's pop would have been the biggest out of the
Yeah,
announcers.
everybody was saying sucker, so he
Yeah.
got a big pop.
Yeah, man. I figure so. Um yeah, so it's going to be interesting seeing how Julia carries the women's division here in NXT. Look, I think her intros made I mean, all our move sets and everything like that, everything about it has been made so far. We'll see how the beef goes and how she's able to put together some good long-term stories, So
Yeah.
definitely interested in that. Stephanie Valquer, she defeated Cora Jade, Lola Vice, and Kalani Jordan in a number one contenders match.
There's a lot of women in that match, Dale.
Yeah, for real.
There's a lot of women in that match, man. I'm just saying. That's all I'm gonna say. It was a lot of women in that match.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So I guess it's not surprised that Stephanie Valquer got the victory here. I didn't think they'd have her and Julia go head to head so soon, though.
No, I called it when they both got signed, when they both came in at the same time, and when Julia got screwed over by Cora Jade in her first title match. I'm like, okay, it's only a matter of time. Julia's gonna get her payback. So when they added in Zarya, when they added in Stephanie into the mix to throw people off, I was one of the ones that said one of them was going after Roxanne, the other one was going after Cora Jade. And pretty much when Julia won the Iron Survivor, it was a foregone conclusion that Julia was going to Roxanne, and basically Stephanie was going to get past Cora Jade and on her way to the North American Championship. I knew from the start those two were going to have championships, but I didn't know which one it was. But I kind of figured it would have been Julia because the way they were headlighting her, giving her like the last entrance in those matches, pretty much prepping her to be like the next Asuka.
Yeah.
So I pretty much came to the conclusion that she was going to be the one A, and Stephanie was going to be the 1B.
Yeah. That makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
So the next match, Shotzi, Gigi Dolan, and Tatum Paxley defeated Fatal Influence. It's a shame when, Fatal Influence comes out, and I immediately think Toxic Attraction was so much better. It's
yeah. Most definitely. It's like from day one, I'm like, what the hell is this shit? Like, I see what I was like, I see what you guys are doing, but it's like, we all know who's who. By having JC Jane in there, it's like, okay, we know what you're doing. You get another blonde.
Yeah, exactly. Again, Jasmine Nix just doesn't do it for me. She doesn't have personality, in my opinion. Like, I got nothing from her. I like Fallon Henley. Not so much in this particular role, though. I do like her though, and I like JC Jane. It's not working for me so far.
Yeah, I think Fallon Henley's heel run should have been better by herself.
Yes, she was doing good by herself, bro.
Yeah, she didn't need to be in a team, so I didn't understand why, but I guess mainly because JC Jane, she can't do anything on her own, so they got nothing for her, and then Jasmine Minks, she's just there. So yeah, it would have been better her being by herself. This here run would be by herself. So putting her in a stable and then have her as the leader and the champ, it's like eventually they already planted the seeds for a potential split anyway.
Yeah, right. Yep. Okay. With the other side there, I do enjoy the trio of Gigi, Tatum Paxley, and Shotzi. I think they've worked well together. So I'm interested to see what they do for them as a trio. But they got Shotzi involved in like a singles kind of thing too, though, right?
Yeah, which is that's the only thing about the show that didn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
Was what was the point of having Stephanie go through a fatal 4-way and make her the number one contender if you're just gonna have her basically put her spot on the line against Shotzi?
Right.
Just because she beat Fallon in a 6-man tag, it's like, okay, and you're like, hello, the woman just won a freaking match.
For real.
Put her body through hell, and now she got to do it again. It didn't make any sense. It really didn't.
Yeah, I agree with that. One thing I did enjoy was Lexis King defeating Charlie Dempsey to win the Heritage Cup. Now he didn't do it with the help of Regal or anything like that, but
Yeah, somebody effed up.
yeah, exactly. He made some. King made incidental contact with Dempsey on a leapfrog or whatever.
Yeah,
I got it right in the jewels there, and that pretty much ended the match there. So, but hey, whatever works, it works. And so now King is the Heritage Cup champion here, man. So
yeah, officially.
I'm liking Lexis King's whole persona, what he got going on. To me, it's more interesting than what he had going on in AEW.
Yeah, like pretty much the Varsity Blondes, they wasn't really doing anything. He started beefing with Gift anyway, so like Tony Khan was doing nothing. And then when he got the NXT, to me it was still a slow start because I was still like, okay, what's he gonna be about?
Mm-hmm.
He still really wasn't forging his own path. I mean, he was trying to this day, he's still living off the I'm not my dad. I'm not trying to live off my dad's name or legacy.
Right.
Because as a heel, he wasn't even acknowledging his dad at all. But now as a face, now he's like, I'm not like my dad. I'm trying to do this a different way than my dad. So I still didn't know if his face turn was genuine or if he really was, turning, the other cheek, because it just happened out of nowhere, and I'm like, is he okay?
Yeah, man. So, let's talk about Obafemi.
Huh?
Obafemi defeated Trick Williams, Andy Thorpe. He won the NXT championship here. I guess like the night started off with, Eddie Thorpe getting beat up in the background, in the back stage area. And, Ava comes to him and like, yeah, I'm not falling for this anymore.
Right.
Whatever, dude, get to the ring some kind of way because the match's still going on. Sorry.
Yeah. I'm standing there, I'm watching it, I'm looking at John, I'm like, yeah, no, he ain't faking that one. He got his ass whooped. I personally thought it was The Rock. I thought it was Pops, getting him some, but I knew better. We all knew who it was at the end because he pretty much just said, yeah, it was me.
Yeah, Over came right out there, man. Yeah, I did it. Yep, that's me.
Yeah, he ain't faking it. I put him down. I don't know what to tell you. It's 1-on-1.
Yeah, that's right. If you come out there again, I'm gonna do it again.
Yeah, exactly. And he did.
So honestly, I didn't expect Obafemi to get a championship run.
I did.
I think you mentioned this a few weeks ago, and I didn't see it coming. But hey, you were right here, and I will give you flowers. So
yeah, because I don't get me wrong. I was one of the people on that bandwagon that he was main roster bound when he lost the North American Championship. But then I also turned around and said, well, if these two not ready, he needs a dominant championship run. And I figured he was gonna beat Trick Williams on the first event of the new year, and here we are. I mean, he got the win, and now it's like, who's beating this man? They got nobody.
Yeah, man, nobody. So, yeah, that's Oba now in control here of NXT. When do we see Trick show up on the main roster? Is this a Trick Royal Rumble thing, or
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not sure if he still might ask for a rematch or not, but that remains to be seen. But that transition, it's going to be at the Royal Rumble. So you'll see Roxanne and Trick Williams at the Royal Rumble. And man, and let me tell you this, Dale, when Trick came out, I seen it all the time on TV when they do the whoop that trick. And the crowd, was loving him. Being there in person, being part of the crowd, they love Trick Williams. LA love Trick Willie. It was awesome, man. It was
awesome. I thought it was hype, dog. That chant, it looked good in the beginning. So yeah, I liked it.
They loved them.
Let it go through the commercial too.
Oh man, it was still going. It was still going. I'm like, man, this intro is pretty long, but then I realized, they're probably at commercial break right now. So yeah, it was still going. It was just whoop that trick.
Yeah, exactly.
Whoop that trick. So he was saying what's up to Booker. He was saying what's up to Booker. He was saying what's up to the Corey, and people ringside, and the music was still going. And, and I got a awesome.
Yes, indeed. All right. So now The Rock comes out. The Rock does his thing. They don't know what he's gonna say, whatever. But he kind of did a little something backstage with Ethan Page, whatever.
Man, I died for 5 straight minutes. It was when he showed up behind Ethan Page. I'm like, like Pops is here.
Yeah.
But what he did to Ethan Page at the end, it's like he straight violated that man on so many levels that it's like, as a man, it's like, what do you do? It's like, and plus it was a white guy too that he did to, so it made it even more funnier. And it's like, like I want to be cool with you, but if we're gonna be cool, you gotta be cool with her because she's, around here, she's the final boss. And when he left, he just smacked him in the ass, like, get your sweet ass out of here. I was like, damn, you didn't have to do him like that, Rock.
Yes, indeed, man.
That was awesome. That was funny. That was a highlight of my night for NXT when he did that. I'm pretty sure that's gonna be a meme eventually because, man, he's like, get your sweet ass up out of here.
Oh, look like we lost Trail there. He'll get him back in here in a second. But yeah, I overall enjoyed this NXT. The Rock coming out. I want to know from Terrell though if he kept going past the end of the show, because it looked like they were just having some fun or whatever, and it was just talking crap or whatever. And I think it's always interesting to see what they do after the show, if they do something else after the show. It's weird. it's always fun to see. Let's see, we get Terrell back in. Oh, here we go. My bad, Terrell. I see you come back.
It's the technical difficulties continue.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. You kind of breaking up on me a little bit.
Oh.
Can you say something again?
The technical difficulties continues.
Still kind of breaking up.
What is going on? If I can fix my mic here.
Uh-oh.
How about now?
Testing.
How about now? Yep. How about now?
No, I think he's still breaking up on me, Joe.
It's killing me here.
Uh-oh. Um, so let's move over to
There we go.
Raw. So on Raw, they came out with did the whole little thing with the sheet and stuff like that. I guess blocking the ring and everything like that, and projections on the sheets. I thought that was a nice little touch to kind of open up the show. How did it feel out there in the audience?
Yeah, when I got there, the sheets were already there, so it wasn't.
The sheets was already set up. Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't one of those. Oh, we're about to go live. We're gonna put the sheets down. No, the sheets are already there. So in the middle of the cold open, I guess Triple H came out while it was dark and got into the ring. So that's how he was already standing there when the lights came on and the sheet dropped. He snuck in through the back door during the cold open. So
okay, so then after this, The Rock comes out. That's was freaking shocking, honestly. But I guess like the disappointing part with The Rock was it didn't seem like he was really in character at all. He just came out as just the guy to kind of say welcome to the show, pretty much. And his parts in the show, he didn't do anything that made news.
yeah, he just came out as Dwayne at this point. The Netflix execs were in the building. They were in the audience. They were in front row. So it was pretty much the corporate TKO, Dwayne Johnson coming out, welcoming the new viewers to Netflix and welcome the new wrestling fans to Netflix. So yeah, it was tad a little bit of letdown, but the fact he was still there and I got to experience the final boss entrance for the first time. That was awesome. But at the end of the day, it was pretty much a corporate move, welcoming the new fans, the new viewers, and appeasing the execs who were in attendance. So yeah, there was a lot of changes that were made to that show, and I understood why. So it was pretty much all business at this point.
Okay. Roman Reigns defeated Solo Sikoa in Tribal Combat. We had a lot of, crap comes out. The new bloodline comes out. They do their thing. The OG bloodline comes out, kind of help out and all this kind of stuff. And then, Roman gets the 1, 2, 3. But Roman Reigns was about to get the Umafalo from Paul Heyman. The Rock comes in like, no, let me put it on him. And The Rock did exactly that. And they shook hands afterward. So to me, it seemed like The Rock came out. If anything he did to advance the story, he squashed all his beefs. Because he shook the hands of Roman Reigns, hugged Cody, all this kind of stuff. He squashed everything.
I don't know if he squashed any beef. I think like I said, I think he was just there as Dwayne. He wasn't there as The Rock. So, cause remember what we saw on Monday, and then if you go back to how we saw Bad Blood, when he pulled up, you knew that was The Rock. You knew that was the final boss that was there. He did this. He did the cutthroat symbol. He didn't like what he see. Right. And, now you fast forward, it's a Netflix premiere, new home on Netflix. It was just Dwayne. That's why he came out with the scruffy beard, because I guess he's having a role in the next film or something. So that was Dwayne talking. That wasn't It wasn't The Rock. So now the whole thing with Roman Reigns, I don't know about you, But when he handed him the Udafala and they get that handshake, I thought I was gonna get a rock bottom. I thought that the time has come, and he turns on Roman. I was a little let down, but then I quickly remembered it's a Netflix premiere. All the baby faces had to look good. There was nothing really going on that, as far as from a heel standpoint. So I know what they were doing. Excuse me.
Yep. So John Cena comes out, declare he's going to enter into the Royal Rumble match. Do you think we will actually see John Cena break the record from Ric Flair? I think it'd be a good idea if they did.
I do too. It's just a matter of when he's going to get the championship, because I know it's people. I've heard that it might be John Cena and Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania. If The Rock is confirmed to not be there, then obviously Cody's going to need someone to defend the title against. It probably won't be Randy Orton, because I'm pretty sure Randy Orton will not be done with Kevin Owens. So the next person I would think of will be John Cena. So I can see that happening. John Cena did say, that's not going to happen, but I'm starting to think that he probably just said that just to get to the point of him saying he was going to the Royal Rumble. I'm anxious to see if his losing streak will continue until WrestleMania, and then that's when he turns his luck around and gets a monumental win, because he keeps bringing up that he hasn't won a match in over 2,000 days or whatever. So if that's the case, I would have his losing streak continue and then have it pay off. Maybe at Mania he finally gets that win, and then that's when he goes on a little winning streak.
Yeah. Okay. Makes sense. Well, Rhea Ripley, she defeated Liv Morgan to retain the Women's World Championship. And then I couldn't really believe that. Well, I guess it made sense just to pop the crowd. Undertaker comes out on his bike, he does a little spin or whatever, and they do the little fist up in the air, and they leave. That's really it. So I guess it's a good way to work in Undertaker, and then kind of give a nod of approval to Rhea Ripley. It's fine. So
yeah, that was a cool moment for me personally, because I had mentioned this on my show yesterday. Like a backstory, I've seen the Undertaker's entrance as the dead man. I've seen that entrance before.
yeah.
The one time my first event was Unforgiven in LA, when it was Undertaker versus Brock Lesnar. At that time, Undertaker was still coming out on his bike, but on that night, he didn't come out on his bike. He just came out walking. So I never got to experience, Biker Taker. So when the gong hit, I was like, oh wow, we getting Undertaker. But when the American Badass played, I was like, no freaking way. And there it was. Smoke from the top was coming down. He came out. I was like, this is awesome. That was a great moment for Rhea Ripley, because the Undertaker doesn't normally come out to endorse that many people. So for her to get that endorsement, it was awesome, because they both play on that, dark side type of, gimmick. So for her to get that rub from a guy like him, a guy that's been a legend in the locker room for at least 30 to 40 years, I thought it was a cool move. There's one way to get him in and get him on Netflix was that. So I liked it.
Okay. Yeah, man. Jey Uso came out there. They beat up. He beat Drew McIntyre in the match here. But like his entrance, he came out. with wait, what's the guy name?
Drew McIntyre.
The rapper, whatever. He's smoking or whatever.
Travis Scott.
I thought that was pretty funny though, having him come out there with him. And of course, Jey Uso fit with anybody. It don't matter. Jey Uso over like a mug. So
yeah, it's crazy because he was supposed to perform.
Yeah. Okay.
But
they had to cut that down.
Because when he came out, I'm like, okay, here we go. We're getting the Travis Scott, performance. And then Jey Uso came out, and he's smoking a blunt with like next to Jey Uso. I was like, oh, so that's what we're doing.
Oh, that's funny, man. I do wonder though if the California people are going to end up trying to fine them or something like that for smoking indoors. I remember them getting on Schwarzenegger back in the day. So
yeah,
Schwarzenegger built a tent outside the governor office so he could smoke.
Yeah, that was awesome. That was it was experiencing a Jey Uso entrance. It's something you'll never forget. I can tell you that much. It felt like a concert.
Yeah, that did look like one of the hypest parts of the night right there. That the whole entrance, and they let that go to commercial too. So
yeah, and I seen the drone flying around, so to watch it back and see how it looked, that was pretty awesome. Watching Michael Cole trying to yeet is like the most corniest thing, but funniest thing in the world.
Yeah. And of course, to wrap it up, CM Punk defeats Seth Rollins. Are you surprised by the outcome? Will CM Punk going over?
No. Because the way I have it planned out is CM Punk would get the first win. Somehow in the middle, Seth Rollins would get the next one, or however they do it. But the third match I predicted it'd be at WrestleMania. Maybe for the World Championship, who knows? But I got this being a trilogy.
Yep. Okay. All right, man. Look, we're gonna have this conversation again without our technical difficulties. 1 week, my computer is acting up, and now this week your computer acting up, man. We're gonna get together, man. We're gonna get this thing all sorted out again. Because I definitely want to talk about some more stuff. The refs with the new uniforms and everything like that. The mat for Raw. There's some more other stuff I want to definitely want to get to you about. But yeah, we'll put a pin in this thing, and we'll revisit this when we can get everything working correctly. So
yeah, hopefully, man, because this is terrible.
yeah, exactly. Exactly. So Kenny Omega, go ahead and take us home, man.
Must bid you two goodbye. Mwah. Good night. Bang! Yes!
Thanks for watching our show. Remember to subscribe for more shows on the network. Smash the like button, share, and comment.